Beer.
Yeah.
Corona Light.
Yeah, it was top of the week last week. I was pretty quick, so.
Is this Gash?
She is.
She's a prospective member.
Yes.
Thank you, see. Glad to see.
I know.
It happens like
That's a
that.
good thing, though. Welcome. Thank you.
And where's John?
He had a call with Regal at 11:30.
Oh, is he
So
coming
he-
in?
You guys, is this new group ready to order? Or y'all need a minute?
We'll do whatever you want to say.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start there and I'll come back to you. Or you're ready, right? You know what I do for that, we'll be kind of working together on that where it goes. Because they don't send it out in any type of order, it goes.
Yeah.
All right, what you have, none?
Is the club sandwich like that?
It is, yeah.
Whatever I get, I take it half home, half back to the office for my dad.
Yep, that's.
So I'm gonna get the club sandwich again.
See, this is the meat wise.
The donuts.
Okay. And white wheat bread?
Uh,
And it comes with all of this stuff, cheese, lettuce, all that.
Yes.
Okay. Fries with it?
yes, and I have the side of the grill.
Yeah.
It
It comes up for, it's a regular size sandwich, 3 layers, and then the triangles.
That's not.
Unmarried parents.
I really have.
Hey, how are you? We sure are. It tastes great. Thank you. What's that?
I remember it.
Oh, no, I'm just showing the camera. How are you? Did you get your,
Good night.
yes, sir. If he doesn't arrive, he's gonna be up on there. Can you, Ronnie, can you forward that text message to Bill Jordan? Chavis, Gash, our district senior executive, Chavis, this is our president,
I'm here to dominate.
You eat, we're gonna eat.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks for coming. Welcome. If we can, John, please talk with that invitation. All right, Ryan, you'll lead us. Everybody stand with us for a pledge.
Face is black, you got a face to fear.
Flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, four-way test. If you don't know it, it's.
It's actually over there. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, thank you, Reggie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You were here.
Next to your printing pressing for us, how about kicking us off four-way test?
Well, the things we think and say and do, is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And it's still on the back.
So, welcome to all the new folks. Marty, thanks for carrying a lot of the load here recently. I had the opportunity to pass through the bids like some others have done last week and have come out a better person from it, I do believe. Thanks for acknowledging that. I'm not that good, Hazel, or else I would remember that bid. But look, we appreciate you all being here. Some of the new folks, the four-way test, I'm probably not the best person to stand and tell you all about this, but at the end of the day, these are the pillars in which we
I was looking for it.
attempt to move about our daily journey and always considering these things. So back to it, is the truth and what we say is what we do fair to all concerned, how we go about. Will it build goodwill and better friendship? So a lot of people are out putting everybody down nowadays, but that's not we're trying to not be that group of people. And will it be beneficial to everyone? Well, that's a tough one because a lot of life nowadays is beneficial to people. And so being beneficial to all, that's probably one of the toughest of the four. But anyway, it's on the back. Reg, thanks for coming through and doing this. This is exciting to see. Again, Marty came along and did a lot of great things, keeping us moving and motivated here recently, and obviously done some. Marty, did you grab all of our stuff?
Actually, Ronnie and I ran down there and we walked in on a dance class and the lady was like, right now. So we did what? The cha-cha-cha and then the I don't know, the Ricky Martin dance. And finally, Ronnie was like, look, we're just here to get the things, ma'am. So
Well, we don't have footage.
we were almost late.
Next time, let's see if we can
I need to see that on video.
Ronnie's been full of jokes today. Ronnie, do you have anything for us? You might offer up in this period? All right, well, Red had one earlier that was funny. We were talking about names and how, I don't know how it is with you, but sometimes we like to not always tell people who we are by name because they don't always have necessarily those positive things to say. But Red said one time he just said to someone he was Frank. So I like to be Frank. Yeah, he likes to be Frank. I like to be Frank. So without further ado, Marty, if you will, if you want to introduce your guest, we'll kick the show off. Yeah.
We have a food announcement right here.
Everybody, I've known Chavis for quite a while now. And he is our most senior executive for scouting here in the Battleground district. So quite a few groups. And we initially got started in scouting because we were frustrated we couldn't get ranging in Girl Scouts. Our 80s, daisies, mounties, didn't do that in Grover. So when Boy Scouts announced that they were going to, when Boy Scouts announced they were going to welcome women, Cub Scouts announced, the Boy Scouts announced that they were going to welcome young ladies. I told my wife, I said, well, if we can't get her in any Girl Scout group, why don't we try Boy Scouts? And so it was so nice, and I can honestly say Chavis has been very proactive, trying to blend a lot with Rotary. Our new president worldwide, Jennifer Jones, out of Canada, has said she wants to put more women and also to have more people under the age of 40. So Chavis is under the age of 40 also. That's kind of but without further ado, Chavis, Gash, thank you so much, Chavis.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Well, thank you, Martin, for the invite. Thank you guys for allowing us to come present before you. I'm actually a fellow Rotarian, actually in the Children's Club. And I work with the Breakfast Rotary Club. I am very solidified and on goal with the mission of Rotary. Rotary has a hold of a lot of great things. So very happy to, anytime I'm invited to come and share kind of what we're doing as far as scouting and freedom.
Next slide. Oh, yeah. That looks like that is the top. Oh, glad you're here.
So the Piedmont Council, if you're not familiar with scouting, Piedmont Council is the council that covers scouting for this day. Every scouting area has a council. What the council does is council oversees scouting. Okay? Piedmont Council is the one that oversees our area. Piedmont Council is the Foothills region of North Carolina. It provides scouting for Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Cleveland, Gaston, Iredell, Lincoln, McDowell, Polk, and Rutherford County. Those are all the counties that we're responsible for providing great scouting, mentoring, and exploring programs. Now, how many of you anybody Eagle Scouting? Eagle Scouting? Anybody was in scouting when they were younger? Any scouting organization? Right? Great. So, I was never actually in scouting. Okay? I never did scouting. I think I went one time to a scouting meeting. I was not the most well-behaved young man when I was young. So sports, because of the discipline, was always better. So I did a lot of sports growing up in big town of London. I didn't go to Burns High School. But I can honestly say when I started this role almost 5 years ago, I have completely evolved. Okay? I even have a scouting. scouting couplings, I have a scouting watch, and I have a scouting ring. Okay, that I wear a lot. The reason I wear that ring is because it costs a lot of conversation. What is that ring? Well, this is actually a scouting ring. And let me take a look at that scouting. Yeah, I kind of go on my elevator. So it works really, really well. So these are all of the counties that we cover. I am senior district executive for Cleveland County, which is his own district. The mission of the Piedmont Scouting is to serve youth by instilling scout values that will prepare them to make ethical choices and achieving their full potential in life. Scouting is nothing else than a character building program, okay, which attaches different skill sets that they can use as they grow. Okay? But character building is number one. That's why we always start every meeting with three things: pledge allegiance, the scout oath, and the scout law. Okay? By the time they are life, they have to be able to, life scouts, they have to be able to recite those, okay, to move on in their advance. So those are so very, very important. Okay? Scout oath, scout law, and then we do pledge allegiance. Okay? So counties and the council are organized by district. Okay? Cleveland County is its own district called the Battleground district. So all of Cleveland County is its own district. Okay? We are actually the only county other than Gash that has its own. Cleveland County has its own district. That's based on square footage of the county. I don't know if you knew this, but as far as top to bottom, Cleveland County is a very long county. It takes quite a while to drive around. And so we have units actually in all depths of the county. Okay? Cleveland County, currently there are 498 youth participating in scouting and exploring in Cleveland County. So we're serving right now 498 youth. Now, like a lot of organizations, the pandemic has taken its toll on scouting in my county. Okay, 2 years ago before the pandemic, that number was 600. Okay? So because of the pandemic, of closing, things of that nature, we also use funds we're trying to rebuild. Okay? So here's the breakdown of the programs that we actually have in Scouting. Cub Scouting is your entry-level program to Scouting. Okay? Cub Scouting serves youth K through 5th grade. Cub Scouting is co-ed. Okay? Cub Scouting is where they wear the blue uniforms, okay, with the hats and things of that nature. Okay? So from kindergarten to 5th grade, Cub Scouts are the ones that start off in that age group. Then you move up when you get 6th grade, okay, to Scouting BSA program, okay, formerly Boy Scout program, but it's not Scouting BSA because it's co-ed. Okay? So that's 6th grade and up. So that's where you begin life as a life scout and work your way to Eagle Scout, okay, which is the top ranked scouting that you can get. So we have all boy troop and all girl troop. Now the difference between Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA is that Cub Scouts, boys and girls are the same what we call D. Okay, so they be Scouts. Okay? At the Scout BSA level, 6th grade and up, they're totally separate. So you have all girl units and you have all boy units. Okay? Venturing program is for youth 6 and up. Now, what venturing is a high adventure part of Scout. So rafting, hiking, that type of stuff. If you want to do that, you would actually go into venturing. It's kind of a subset program outside of Scouting. And that's what you 6th grade and up. So you could be in a regular Scout troop and then also join the venturing crew and then do those high adventures. Okay? Exploring is actually its own program. So under the broad umbrella of Boy Scouts of America, you have Exploring National. So what Exploring is a national program under the Boy Scouts umbrella. It's actually a co-ed program for high school students, 9th to 12th grade. It's a career readiness program. So how that works is that students are placed in what we call posts and then are different careers and things of that nature. So it's actually a totally different concept program versus our regular traditional scouting program. And I'll explain more about the Exploring in a minute. Now, Cub Scouting program, okay? So our Cub Scouting units are what we call packs. Okay, these are the ones for K through 5th. Okay, so each unit is a pack. Right now, we have 7 packs in Cleveland County. We have packs in Williams Plains, Cherry King Mountain, out in Lawndale, and the Shelby area. So we got packs of every region. Okay. Currently, there are 255 youth participating in Cub Scouting. Each pack is sponsored by a charter organization. Now, how that works is, okay, for example, if an organization like a church that we want a Cub Scouts or a Boy Scout unit at our church. So we say, okay, so the first thing you do is you organize your volunteers. Okay, so you have to have at least 3 volunteers committed to run the unit. Once that happens, we start the unit charter agreement, okay, which gives insurance to the organization, covers them while they're at the church meeting, and then we take everybody through training, and then you start your unit. Okay? Right now, these are our partners who actually have units at their organization. So Central Methodist King Fountain has Troop 92, which is here in town. Okay. Central Methodist Shelby, okay, I'm sorry, Pack 92. Central Methodist Shelby has Pack 104. Lawndale Baptist has Pack 112. Pine Grove United Methodist has Pack 42. First Baptist Shelby has Pack 101. Bellwood Charge Church has Pack 42. And then Bowling Springs Baptist has Pack 170. So those are the organizations that have scouting at their churches who actually run their units. Once you decide you want a unit, the way that you run your unit is up to the church, that the church is responsible for that unit. Okay? Same concept with our troops. Our troops are the 6th grade and up. Okay? We currently have 11 troops in the district. We have 10 all-boy troops, 1 all-girl troop. Currently, there are 188 youth participating in our Scouts Be Safe program. Each troop is sponsored, once again, by a charter organization. Same concept as the pack. Okay? You can't start a pack if you have to do so. To start a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout unit, you have to have at least 5 youth to start with, and you have to grow from there. Now, the biggest thing is, how do we recruit you? Well, one of my biggest partners is the school system. Okay? We go to the school system, some of our volunteers go in, dress in the outfit, go in and get kids hyped up, and we have a recruitment night after school after that, and we actually sign kids up. So we do that every year to recruit. Also, we do community recruitment. We do, this year we had a come out to Dairy Queen, sign up the Scouts, give them free ice cream. Okay? That was part. So we did that, and then we did inflatables in the park, which was another one that we did last spring. We rented some inflatables, set them up at the city park. Kids came down, you can get in, $5, but if you sign up for Scouting, you got in for free. So we did that. So our partners for our troops, First United Methodist Church in Lawndale, Central Methodist here in King Mountain, that's Troop 92. The one in Lawndale, that is Troop 112. Central Methodist Shelby, that's Troop 104. Lawndale Baptist, Troop 114. Pine Grove United Methodist Church, Troop 42. Shelby Presbyterian. Pine Grove has a girl troop too. We got 42 and 14. First, Shelby Presbyterian, Troop 100. That's actually the second oldest unit in the county. First Baptist Church, Troop 101. Altars Gate, Troop 107. Bowling Spring Baptist, Troop 117. Norman's Grove, Troop 413. Our venturing program, as I said, gives young men and women access to a range of programs. It empowers them to break their own experiences. It brings scouting values to life in both high-adventure outdoor activities, challenging real-world projects. Now, currently, we have 8 youth participating in venture. That is the one program that took the hardest hits in the pandemic. We actually had 2019, we had 38 kids in that program. Now we only have 8. The reason being is that is what we call our outdoor high adventure program. So they're always going somewhere, rock climbing, whitewater rafting, So, but a lot of places were not allowing us to do that. So it was kind of a dormant. So we lost a lot of those kids that were trying to re-engage. That's actually a pretty fun program. They actually do the Bro Hill course in Gordon Weather. They go out there and do it. All of our scouts are not what we call adventurers. They like to go camping, but they don't like to, go to 50-mile hike. So the venture crew does all that. That's what they want to do. They want to do all that adventurous stuff. Students can participate in both Venture and Scouts USA, which they do at the same time. All those 8 weeks or in some kind of troop, but they come together and do a venturing activity twice a month. We currently have 1 venturing crew in the district. We had 2 years ago, well, actually 2 years ago before the pandemic. 1 actually folded because we think this could really get out there. So. Now, like your children, you're not supposed to have. Okay, even though I think I was my favorite, as I tell my brother at home. This is one of my favorite programs, okay, because we engage a lot of high school students in this program. This is the Explorers program. The Explorers program is a career readiness program that serves high school students, 9th to 4th grade, assisting them to identify a career path or post-graduation plan. So surveys are actually given out to all 4 high schools at the beginning of the year through the CTE. Okay? They administer those surveys and we collect the information back. Okay? And we do it in early college as well. Okay? This determines what interest that the student has. So on those surveys, we have 50 career opportunities. They'll pick their top 2. So somebody wants to be a lawyer, and then somebody might want to be a secretary, or second, electrician is their second choice of career. So we gather those down. Once we identify what careers youth are interested in, okay, each student will be placed in what we call a career post with an organization that actually does that career. So they'll actually meet with that organization once a month in that career post and learn actually about their career, which is really cool for the engagement community with high school students. The reason I love this program is because what we're doing is setting the stage for the next generation of the workforce. Okay? Because they learn about all of these activities. Students meet with the host organization once a month for about an hour and a half to learn different aspects about their job. Students also participate in Success Saturdays, which is an additional meeting that we hold every second Saturday of the month, which speakers come in and discuss a real topic, focusing on career readiness, which is a really cool program. We bring everybody bachelors to, we actually had our last meeting, one of the staffing agencies came in and talked to them about resume writing, hospital applications, and things of that nature. We have different careers coming and talk to them how to get started. There are currently 50 students in that program. Now that is down from 2019. 2019 we had 120. So we'll have 50 students right now, but that program builds itself up pretty quickly. Now, a fun story about it. So in 2019, we have a medical career book, okay, for people that want the kids who are interested in medical. So we did a tour at the nursing school in Charlotte, Atrium Health Nursing, and they took us over to the hospital to take a tour. We had one young lady, she was very going home with me and a nurse. Okay? So we were walking through the hallway, looking at different things, and when we got to the emergency room, was only one part of the winter. But coming through us was somebody on the burn, and they were rushing them through, and I guess something popped, blood came out of the form, and she fainted. And she said that she does not like blood. She can't stand the sight of blood, but she wanted to be a nurse. So I didn't think she knew exactly how in depth she would have to go to be a nurse. So she actually switched over to our arts and humanities. So now she knows she doesn't want to be a nurse. That part of what the program does, introduces you to that actual career so you can see what it is and decide if that's something you want to pursue or not. And it helps them a lot, especially kids that go on to college, because now they know, now she knows I don't want to go into nursing. I need to pick something else. So So that really helps them. And we have a lot of stories like that. We have a skill training program. Where we're doing something with the student lineman people, and they went up the pole. They had a community college, and they were up there, and one of the young men was like, "Wow, that's really high." And kind of told him, "Oh, that's enough. We go higher than that." And he changed. So we have a lot of stories like that. I think he actually wanted to be an electrician after that, but he didn't want to find it. So that was really good. They get to do not only in meetings, where we do those trips, we go out and see places, see different fields, things like that. So that's a really, really fun program. So here's our current host organizations for that program. Just like the traditional scouting, we have host organizations that we partner with to offer that host. Okay, so if you have a business or something that you want to, hey, I would love to teach kids about this, and we get a bunch of kids that want to do that, then we match you up and have the same process. Right now, here are the partners that we have. We have cosmetology host, which is Battleground Science Institute Charlotte. Okay, so they actually go down there one Saturday a month on campus and learn about cosmetology. Business seekers is what we call a multi, because they do so many things. They're what we call a multi-career folks. They have different careers they can learn there. Arts and humanities folks, which is done by the Cleveland County Arts Council, and our skilled trade folks actually done by the aviation Institute in Charlotte. Once a month, Saturdays, and they actually got to witness them building a model plane in the building, which is really cool. So now that one is funny because kids actually can't take their cell phones into the building, so they have to put it back there. And so they were just kind of jumping around because they couldn't put it on social media. And it was so cool. So, but yeah, but they let them take a picture of it afterwards, but they couldn't let them see it because of the aviation regulations. So those are our current. So we're always looking for host organizations. Okay? We used to have a law enforcement was pretty big. We had the sheriff's department used to do our law enforcement folks. Now it's 55 kids by themselves. And once again, they just continue to post. So hopefully we'll get that back in the future. So Scouts is a volunteer-led organization. I'm what we call the professional that actually works with the volunteers. So most of the things that are ran in our district are ran by these volunteers. Okay? I'm just there to assist them and make sure that I'm checking out. Okay? So volunteers are the backbone of DSA. Okay? DSA has more volunteer participation than any other nonprofit. Okay? We are 180,000. Okay? Volunteers serve youth direct and/or indirect capacity. We have volunteers at the local level, which are the units. They actually run the meetings and stuff like that. On top of that, we have the district volunteers, which are kind of at the district level, oversee things for the district. And then we have council volunteers who oversee things for the council. Okay? We currently have some volunteer opportunities at the district level. Our district committee is our governing board. Okay, so we look at finances, we look at the units, we look at the health of the district, so forth and so on. So that's our governing board, which we meet once a month to make sure that our checks and balances are in place, fundraising we do there, all of that good stuff, just like we do on the regular board. Definitely would like new members to that board. So we definitely want to get involved in helping youth, but don't have the time to really do that direct service. This service does just as much because we do it for all 498 students at the top level. Okay? Our district commissioners, okay? The district commissioners is a little more involved in the district committee. District commissioners actually go out and speak to, they'll be assigned to the units. They go to training and make sure that the units are operating at the level that they're supposed to and following the template that we have. All scouting units run the same. They run off of the template. Now, the activities that you do may be different, but the structure of the program are all the same. It allows you to go from 117 to 104. That's what you're going to spring from Lawndale. You're going to get the same program, except one may be a little more active. They all all have to do a certain number of activities. Some do overactive. Some of our units do an activity every week. Some do an activity maybe once a month, some do maybe other month. It just depends on the level of engagement that you have and want to have. Every year that we have these activities at the district level that all our scouts, that we do for our scouts. So all 498 scouts, we provide this opportunity to all of the packs to come together and do so. We do our recruitment in the school in August. Okay? That's where we start to build our recruiting base. In September, it will be the first activity for Cub Scouts. It's called Trail the Bobcat. That's the first advancement that they get, especially if they're a new scout. So it'll be the first badge that they get. Then we do what we call Rocket Academy. For the Cub Scouts, we build rockets and shoot them off. We build model rockets and shoot them off. And then they'll come down and get to take them home for keepsake. Now, they don't get to shoot them one time, but they get to take them home for keepsake. Not at the museum, we do it at the Rotary structure. Okay? We feed popcorn, sodas, we play a movie, and they actually spend the night. Okay? We just did that actually last year. We actually showed a movie night at the museum. I'm gonna tell you, I felt so old. None of those kids have ever seen that movie. It's like a new movie.
I have seen that movie.
And the funny thing is, they did not get a lot of the references. So yeah, the parents laughed, and the kids were just kind of looking around. So, but we showed the first one. This year we'll show the second. And then we do campfire under the stars for our codes. We do that in December. We do that at the local YMCA. So what we do is we build blind scopes, things that go with the stars and all that good stuff. We have ghost stories and stuff. We can go back in the facility because Cub Scouts can only fit do an outside campfire. So Scouts being saved, situated up. But the younger kids have to be 6 degrees. So we do that, which is pretty fun. 6 degrees in the Cub Scouts is because that's 8 degrees. Yeah, the Scouts BSA is 6 right now. It can be below 19. Then we have another indoor campfire in January. Okay, that's actually a competition base. We do that as well. We have activities set up for them. These packages against each other, they get prizes and stuff like that. February we do our district banquet where we honor all our scouts and volunteers. We also recognize our Eagle Scouts with that. And in March, Scouts BSA Camp Marie. That's where our troops get to show what they've done. They go compete against our troops at the Camp Marie. Cub Scouts Powerwood Derby Race. You don't know Powerwood Derby, we still do those. They take a box of wood, build their Powerwood Derby, and race them. Okay? That one, we're very, very, we have security. Dads and competitive with it. And we have to check the cars out because some of them may not be as ethical as, hiding metal in the wood and all that stuff. So these are
You'd be surprised what you can order online.
Yeah. So the way that works is we give you a list, rules of how you're supposed to build your Powerwood Derby car, and each unit races each other. Once the winner of each unit comes to the district, and then they race it. So we weigh them in, we have people weigh them in, we have people look at them, we have metal detectors to detect the wood, because a lot of things is they'll make a slit in the bottom and put a coin up there. Because it's a trap, and if you have metal at the tip, it's going to go down fast. So yeah, we call, I've got so much spare change to take notes. And of course, they're disqualified. So that's pretty fun. And in May, we do our Explorers Recognition Banquet, where all our explorers come, and our host organizations, and we do a banquet for them. And then June is our last event. We do our volunteer recognition, where we recognize all our volunteers across the board. Right now, we have 104 volunteers altogether. And so we come. Last year, we did barbecue and bingo. The year before that, we did pasta and karaoke. So we got to hear some very, very interesting songs, and that's why we chose not to do karaoke. We chose to bingo next time. So, how can you help? Okay, new donors are always welcome. Okay, about 65% of the money that we use to operate the district actually is raised from volunteers. Okay, our donors, or actually raised by donors. We do a couple of different events. We have a big event that we do, and we would love to invite you to. We do a top golf event in the fall. This is just really big that we do. But a lot of the money that we get, we have to solicit from regular donors like yourself. You can go on our Friends of Scouting, our donor list, which is our Friends of Scouting, and we'll send you out a donor card every month. And you can choose to give a monthly way, you can choose to give a yearly donation, or you can do a one-time donation. But all that money goes back into the program. That my salary is not paid out of the district budget; it's actually paid out of the council. So all the money that we raise here goes back to serve the kids. This is how we pay for things like our kids do not pay for bags. If they win, they earn a bag, that is given to them by the Scouts. It's all us. We do not pay for it. The reason we don't pay for it is because our friends are Scouts. Okay? All our insurance covers our kids. If they go somewhere and get hurt, 100% covered. Okay? All of the activities we do, no activity we do in the district is more than $8. Okay? The reason we can do that is because our friends are Scouts. Okay? Now, COVID took a big hit, so we do need more people contributing to help us continue the program and grow the program. We're always looking for district committee members. Like I said, that's our governing board. Always looking for people with different talents to serve on that. Always looking for volunteers at the district and unit levels. Always looking for explorer hosts. If you have a business, you say, hey, I would love to help. I would love to host a monthly meeting for the explorers. Okay, we would love to have you. And always, if you want to come and speak to our explorer groups or Success Saturdays, share your experience and things. They always love to hear how you got started. That is the number one question all of our kids have in the Success Saturday. How did you get started? Okay, and you kind of tell them how you got started, and they always get a kick out. This is my contact information. Okay, that is my email, Chavis, Chavis, .gash@scouting.org. Okay, number is 980-406-6838. Okay, please give me a call, shoot me an email, and let's have lunch to talk about how you can get involved in this. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, sir. Camp Bug Shield, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's our campsite, 60,000 acres in Forest Rutherford County. Okay. We have a lake, shotgun range, BB gun range, archery range. We have a bunch of fields, cabins, mess halls, all that stuff. And every summer we do summer camp for our sixth grade and up kids. Go up there and they have a couple of weeks of summer camp. So yes, sir. We'll bring that up. I spring that on people's laps. This is something. You don't got this big campsite. And if you ever want to do a retreat, which we do have people doing at the campsite, great place to do it.
Are you ever able to get kids out of school for the explorer?
Say again?
Are you able to get the kid out of school?
Yeah. So what we would do is when we set it up, kids know which date it is. Okay. We have a meeting place, and that's how we actually go do the tour at the HFL. Let's do it. And so we'll actually meet and then go down there and do the tour, and then they'll come back at a pickup spot and prepare it. And that is an excuse. Most of our principals work well with it.
Just a comment from online. Doug Satterfield said, tell Chavis I said hello.
I said hello.
And Karen Lively Rogers wanted everybody to know that her son just made Eagle Scout.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Tell Doug I came just for him. He wasn't here.
He's here. He's here.
Bill Mark. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Trip 101. Yeah. Bill Mark. Yeah. That's one of our big. So Scouting National has all of these big camps and places that they have. They have Philmont out in Mexico. They got Summit up in West Virginia. sea base out of Florida and out of Key West. I was just there a couple months ago. It's very, 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 very. Yes. Yeah, we do the cap, we do a variety, most of our units do a variety of fundraisers, popcorn, camp court, and that actually helps out a lot too with going on these trips and things. Because the trips are not free, so we always try to make it cost efficient for every scout, every youth participate. You know. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know in the organization nationwide has declared bankruptcy. Where that's at, how does that affect properties and stuff?
So, yeah, so how that works is that the National Boy Scouts of America declared bankruptcy. So how that works is that there's a national office, and we pay more like a licensure fee to the national office to be a Boy Scout unit. But as far as us, the council, each council has their own independent nonprofit office. So now we do have to pay money to national for different things, but that's more of a national thing. It's not really affecting us here as much as local.
So campgrounds and office and that stuff.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just want to keep my job. Hopefully, the county will tell us. But yeah, that's more of a national thing, and I know it's on the news and on social media. But if you don't really understand the structure of how the scouting organization work, you would be concerned. But everybody is encompassed in our own nonprofit. Yeah, so our campsite is safe. We actually just put up some solar panels to be able to do some energy program up there on camp. So that's what we're doing.
You know anything about the location on Shepherd's Mountain they call the old Boy Scout property? Heard of anything like that?
I do not. Where's that at?
It's here in Keys Mountain, but out 161, almost South Carolina. It's up on a mountain there called Shepherd Mountain, and it's just some back property. They said the Boy Scouts used to access frequently, but I don't think it is anymore.
So we have several Boy Scout units in the past, and so that was possibly one of the problems they actually. At one time and another, we had about 25 units from Keys Mountain Road at one time or another. It's just they're not present anymore. Yeah.
Many Boy Scouts actually end up becoming illegals.
So about 72%.
70%.
Yeah, once you make life, you might as well go ahead and make it. So something you had to do. Yeah.
So you're saying that if someone started like in first, second grade, something like that, I don't think 72%.
Yeah, stick with the program. Yeah, about 72% in our county. Now I don't know national.
I made it 3 weeks.
I
raised my hand like 3 weeks in.
So during the recruitment season, from the school system, like as a large part, we recruit over 200 people, and then you got about half of those who make it to the next.
You report, hey, they shut us down. That's all bad.
It was a good question.
I didn't roll for them. You know, you used to have a drum line based out of Gastonia. I was part of that.
I don't think we have pictures. I'll see if I can find that.
Yeah, thankfully, because we would have never been able to afford insurance without the stability of the scouts, because it was like minimal expense per person. And so that was it.
Now that's a really good thing. Now one of the drawbacks of the bankruptcy is the national sets. So whatever rate the registration fee that national sets, every scout across the region has to follow that. So it's kind of went up a little bit. So when I started, to be a scout, it was $56. That's the registration cost. Now it's $8. So what we've been doing is really trying to get our local sponsorships and try to get donors really to help us out so we can have kids who are on the lower income level of our program to be able to afford to be. We just had an organization, Mr. Swift, actually, show just paid for a family of four. They had 4 kids, her husband had 4 kids in Scouting. He paid all the registration. So we always looking for, I don't know how to say it. So, give credit is due. But yeah, we always have, and that's why our Info West campaign is so large and so big. That's why we need people in our district committee to help us with the fundraising efforts, oversee the district, and also have people in that nature. So, actually, I did some research. You're not the only one who does research. I found 7-8 years ago, this Rotary Club used to $150 donation to Scouting.
Wow.
I did. So just want to throw that out there. Any more questions?
Thanks for coming and doing this.
Well,
Thank you so much, Chavis.
No. Oh,
If we can, before we leave, I want to do 2 things. I'd like to introduce our guests, and if you will, just let everybody know who your name is too, because there's folks in here that we're starting to get some new faces, and old faces will come around and tell them who they are. I'm Greg Shaw, and then we'll get from the left here. I'm Frank. Reg Alexander. John, you with John Wilcox? Your guest?
This is actually Josh's.
Josh's guest.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Justin.
Josh, he stole your guest, even wrote his name on the board. You don't even get credit.
Let's see how this works. Welcome to Rotary. It's not, that is, it's very all concerned. True enough.
Very good, Keller. I'm Angela Brooks.
Glad to have you.
Jim Mason.
Yes, that's our next on the list. Is, we'll just go there.
You remember kids? Okay.
We have 2 applications that will be passed to the board. In 7 days, so I don't know what you plan to do about it. Even if it's been turned over to you, and these are Angela Brooks and Amanda Justice.
Jay's Hair Salon. Yeah.
We're working on Zoom meeting together in the morning. I think that's what.
And where are we on, Dr. Jordan?
Is he in?
I don't think he's applied yet.
Oh,
He's made 2 meetings, but we had those of you that met Bill. He has had some health problems. He fell during the ice storm and separated his shoulder. Anyway, he's planning on being here next week, and he doesn't have a member, so I guess we need to try to get an application ready for Bill next week.
and I think I'll do a better job of, I just put him into DAC TV as a prospective,
That's fine.
but I can do a better job of, I figure this week we're live. Doug is actually in the meeting with us. He wants to be counted. But I can get that links to Bill in case he has to attend by online. And I did send it to Brenda, in case she couldn't make it today. She could attend online. So,
Was Doug able to order something to eat?
Doug, he's listening to you. Yeah. I'm sure he'll let us know.
Orientation. Oh, take about 30 minutes. Maybe we can do it after the next meeting. One, all interested. That is.
Just to give them orientation and have 4 members that come on with the orientation. Have Josh and Marty.
As you can see, Doug has replied. He said he's just having a beer. And if you need to do orientation by Zoom or private feed, you can just tell me, hey, Marty, set all that up, and I'll send the link to the people if it's easier for you. Okay. Sure. Yeah. And also that way I can get it recorded. Yep. We do need to have somebody in the bag ready to go in case someone doesn't show. And if we do it, I would like to record it. So then that way, I mean, if the person's in Asheville, I think Brenda's in Asheville today. She's long ago been orientated, but we could send it to them and say, hey, watch this. And then there'll be a quiz and some questions by Jim to make sure you're not lying. And could we get them done that way too? Okay. Okay.
That sounds good. I'd like to stay with you. I don't even remember going through it. I'm sure it did. But, you know, when you come on, it just seems to go so fast that people are. I did get a picture, though. That was important. We probably do need to start getting pictures with folks, and thanks for picking this up. That sounds great. Any other business to attend to?
Well, here, hey, Ronnie, what about this room? It's $100 and they shut the doors. Okay. Sure. Which leads to another question. Where does everybody want to meet next week? Y'all want to come here? Okay. Yeah, sure. I know one concern was it's Italian and people are going to get sick and tired of that, was mentioned to me. So I was like, hey, just plan Thursdays for Italian then, but you had a cheeseburger, so you had a club sandwich? Okay, cool. And you had a set? Okay. People on today were from Ghana, India, Rotarians from India, Accra, Ghana. So yeah, kind of cool. And Karen Lively Rogers. Does she live around here? Miss Rogers? Because it seemed like Chavis knew her. Her son made Eagle Scout. Yeah, so that's cool. Anything we're forgetting, boss? We did the invocation. We did the old business, new business. Are you satisfied, ma'am? Okay, so we'll,
We want to push through, so like June, we need to get back towards some fall. 2 dates.
So when they do it before they get started. Because they think they're a full place.
Any further business? You're done? Motion to adjourn?
Yeah, we did approve on backpacks. First Presbyterian. Okay. 2 doors down. No, we have multiple buildings. There's a building. The youth center, we're actually the backpack program is being run out of before we transferred it over to the. Whenever you're ready to start using. Just email me and we'll get that ready.
so that means on Tuesdays, we go now to the Presbyterian Church and we look around for you. And I got a download from Brenda on what y'all have been doing. It's pretty amazing. So I don't know if every single person knows, but these Rotarians have been doing, I think, 125 backpacks they're up to now, all through the pandemic. $500 a week comes from the Rotary Foundation. Brenda did express to me, she told me there was a huge group came to town with the new power plant and they had a golf tournament. And so they raised like $100,000 and half of that was given to the Patrick Center and half was given to the Rotary, to the foundation for the backpack program. So these folks have been busy. And I was thinking I'm going to take some pictures next week, Greg. But they're like, I don't think a lot of people in this county know how we're doing this every week. And they've been reaching more new schools and expanding even further.
And so the premise of the backpack program is to send food home on the weekends to kids that do not have as much access as we would hope they would, being that they're not in school and having the normal meal structure there.
It's all about freedom and this lunches and breakfast. And we don't do any choosing of who gets it. It's through the guidance counselors at the school. And they let us know, we don't even know the students' names and qualify. They just tell us how many they need. And it changes sometimes. For example, Roman used to be 15, that's 27. We're not the only ones doing this. There are churches in the community that do so. But like I said, we're doing it.
We've been doing it for 10 years. This is our 10th year.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. And she was telling me all about it. So, yeah.
I think not to mention golf tournament in April. Initial conversations were a week or so ago. Probably need to start really thinking through that logistically. Be glad to get involved as best I can.
Okay.
I run a golf tournament in October. Cool. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the most successful, but we have a lot of folks that return. So be glad it doesn't interfere with that, nor does it even compete. So we can share the entire batch of resources.
Sure. Well, it sounds awesome. I make a motion to adjourn then. Can I?
All right. I'll get up and leave.
Okay.
Anybody has a question about how much they owe, I have statements.
Hi, Linda. Hey. Yes, sir.